What's going on, guys? Matthew SABIA here from the NFT Insiders Project from work. In this particular video, I'm going to be showing you guys some examples of NFTs that you should be looking for that have really unique utility behind them. These are the types of NFT projects that really do have the potential to 10x or 50x what their mint price is. So our goal of the NFT Insiders Project is to basically show you guys the exact mindset, tactics, tools, and strategies that we use to generate just over $1.3 million in just the NFT space over the past year. And as you can see in the screenshot here, in some cases, just over 150,000 in a single month. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. So the first really interesting project that caught my eye that someone sent our way was Art Gobblers. So this particular project, it's focused around art and drawing and stuff like that. And it's actually by both Paradigm, which you guys may have heard of, big name, the Web3 NFT space. And it's actually made by Justin Roiland, the same guy who made Rick and Morty, Adventure Time, a bunch of other like adult cartoon shows like that. So it's cool to see a lot of other big names and faces like this really jumping into the Web3 space, and in particular into NFTs. So if you're an artist or an animator, someone like Justin, it's a really great vehicle and a great avenue to not just get your artwork out to the world, but really express yourself in your craft in a way that's really pushing towards the future. So let's go in a little bit more on exactly what this project is. Now, the website itself is pretty simplistic, but they do have this little article here over on Paradigm that kind of explains it a little bit more. So we have overview. Let's go ahead and review this together. Art Gobblers is a decentralized art factory owned by aliens. As artists make cool art, gobblers gain control, relevance, making collections, yada yada. That's just a little tagline. But if we go down here, you can see how the actual system works. So art gobblers are called art gobblers because they gobble art. In particular, they eat the art of artists the artists draw using our draw tool, the one on the website, and turn them into one-on-one NFTs using in-game resources. All the artworks a gobbler eats belong to it on-chain and are displayed in its belly gallery forever. So basically, if you guys look down here, I guess one of the utilities here is that you're going to have like the actual NFT, and then it's going to have like a sub-gallery or something like that underneath it, which is pretty interesting, very different. Art gobblers produce goo tokens. That's like the currency, the token they have attached to the project, which are used to produce the blank pages needed to make art. So very creative, very different. They go in more in depth on here, exactly how it works, the utility and whatnot. There's a lot of moving parts to it, I guess you would call it, but something that's a very good thing. They go on down here. It's a very, very in-depth write-up. They have it here, which is always like a very good sign. They really put a lot of thought into this. It explains it in great detail. And then the different classes, they go into the roadmap in detail. If we go over to the website here, basically you come on here, we could start drawing, and it's funny enough, a pretty fleshed out editor. I mean, you could put like layers in here, like Photoshop and stuff. We could like fill the background. I can make a new layer. I can come over here, write on it, change the color. So this is pretty nice. So we could come over here. We could do like work, something like that, and then you would go preview and share, and then all these kind of culminate into the artwork that's going to make up the final NFTs. And by the way, this is going to be a free mint project, which is pretty interesting, which is something else you guys may want to look into down the road. So basically, you can go ahead, you can mint the actual NFTs for free, and then the value is going to come from their, I guess you could say, perceived value or value from the utility later on as you buy, sell, and trade them. So Art Gobblers is a pretty interesting project. I think it's a great example of something you guys should be looking into that has a really unique utility behind it and a roadmap that actually has some like meat to it, I guess you could say. The next project that I think is pretty interesting is this project here called Sleep City. This is one that I just saw blowing up like on Twitter a little bit, which is pretty interesting. So it's a doxed project. The whole team is out there publicly. I haven't done too much research into it, but I think it's a great example of something you guys may want to look into with really unique utility, like I was saying. So essentially the way that Sleep City works is you have these like pillow NFTs, and what that's going to do is be attached to this sort of mobile app that they have, where once you go to sleep at night, you turn the app on and it starts to generate these tokens. The name of these tokens are SCT tokens. So Sleep City token, very unique, right? And of course, there's all different kinds of variations and different features, like there's different pillows and upgraded pillows, and they have different traits and patterns and stuff like that. But it's a very interesting project. So they go down here with describe more like the gameplay and stuff like that. Each pillow has different stats, kind of like a cool CG artwork thing they kind of have going on here. And then if I scroll down here, now I mean, here's one thing. It's a little bit like up in the air. It's like, oh, the Sleep City metaverse. So they have this whole idea. And oh, actually, it's kind of funny. The copy they wrote on the page right here. Look at this. So we are creating a decentralized metaverse where people can shop, buy groceries, chat, and meet. Because Lord knows if there's one thing we want to do in the metaverse, it's buy some damn groceries. So just that was kind of funny. So we'll scroll down here. They have a very fleshed out roadmap. Or a long roadmap, I should say. There's a lot of steps to it right here. So you guys can kind of get like an idea of this. So this is a project that may actually be able to go somewhere. They have a lot of people here who apparently have some decent experience. Now, to be fair, let me go ahead and try and search for one of these images because I haven't looked these up, which by the way, if you guys ever want to do that, right click, open the image in a new tab. And then what you could do is search for the image with Google Lens. And then on the panel that pops up over here, we can go find image source. So we could see if this image pops up somewhere else. Let's see. So I don't really see this anywhere. I mean, that can mean multiple things, obviously. It can mean either, the image was made just for this project or that particular one isn't from something else. But that's just a quick little tip I want to throw in there for you guys. So let's see. What exactly was her name? So Alice Parsons. So maybe we could type that in the search here as well. Something will come up. I'm not really getting anything. Let's see. This isn't her, is it? I don't think. No, that's definitely someone different. So I don't know. We may want to look a little bit more into this one, but it does seem pretty fleshed out. You guys may want to do a little bit more research into this one, but it is a very interesting project nonetheless. So it looks like they kind of have like very much like somewhat of a back end done. They have the video that I could show you guys here on YouTube, like the little sales video thing for it. It's like a CG video. So as you can see, they're going to have like this mobile app you turn on when you go to bed. And then here's the one interesting thing about this. I'm not sure how it works, and it's not too clear on the website. I'm assuming it uses some sort of resources from your phone to actually generate the tokens or something like that, but I'm not exactly sure. But overall, another example of a project with really unique utility behind it. Now, the third one I want to show you. Now, here's one thing. This one in particular, guys, I will say I would not mint this particular project because there's some red flags we're going to go over here, but I will say I really like the utility. I love the idea behind this. So if someone wants to spin up more projects that are very similar to this, or you look for projects to mint if you're like a buyer investor, look for projects like this. It's very interesting. So let's look at this. We'll see how it's interesting. I'm probably going to clown out a little bit. So basically, they're like tarot cards, like the psychic reading type thing. But I guess you get your card reading when you buy the NFT. And I'm sure there's some kind of copy about how it's more legit because it's Web3 psychic. I don't know, something like that. Which, by the way, is my backup career. I'm going to be a Web3 psychic. So as you can see now here, each card from the NFT Tarot Answer deck has an individual prediction. On the launch day, you'll be able to choose one of the 8 life spheres. Life spheres. Okay, got you. And one thing you're going to notice right here is there's some like broken English like on the website. It's kind of odd. And then one thing that's a little bit interesting is the NFTs are listed with USD pricing, like US dollars. That's how much they cost, which is pretty interesting and kind of a red flag because that's not really how that works. If someone's ever asking you to buy an NFT with like dollars, probably not legit, but they could just mean that's what the crypto is going to translate into, obviously. But so again, guys, I personally maybe wouldn't go ahead and mint this one, but I think it's a good example of unique utility. And the last one, also pretty close to home, is I want to go over Pengu Pad with you guys. Launchpad NFTs are some of the most valuable utilities that you could possibly mint when it comes to an NFT, because essentially it's guaranteeing you access to future valuable NFTs. Now, of course, some launch pads are good, some are not, but if you really want something that's going to bring you like a return and value down the road, launch pads are something you want to look at. So like, I think Pengu Pad is a fantastic example. So essentially how a launch pad works is you will buy your Pengu, you will mint your penguin little like NFT, and then that's going to give you access to basically whitelist spots, specific tools, and a lot of different Web3 resources. and other NFT projects that are already vetted. They have real utility behind them, who are partnered with this particular launchpad. So essentially they're doing a lot of the work for you and you're getting an immense amount of value in return, plain and simple. So Pengu Pad actually launches in about 12 days. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out, there's some more detail on here. So you're going to get access to what is called here the Igloo, which basically is the secret penguin laboratory where we're going to do all the research. You're going to get all your different access and resources and the other NFTs that are going to follow with real value behind it. So basically, if you're someone who's just coming into the space, sometimes a launchpad is a good place to basically kickstart your, NFT journey, because you don't really need to do as much research. A lot of these projects are trusted and they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So I think investing in a launch pad, Pengu Pad in particular, is probably a fantastic place to start. But guys, that is essentially it for this video. I want to give you guys examples of some NFTs, unlike just the profile picture NFTs where it's just artwork or photos of something that really don't bring anything other than the intrinsic value of the artwork. So this is another one I would definitely recommend you guys go ahead and check out. Again, it's minting in 12 days, but that basically concludes this video. We're going to be putting a lot more videos on this channel as part of this project, this little experiment that we're running from me, Dan, and Tony. Again, showing you our exact journey from basically starting out from scratch in this space, maybe where you are right now, or very little experience, getting 1.1 and actually later on $1.3 million from the NFT space alone, showing the exact mindset, tactics, tools, tricks, and of course, just flat out recommending some of the projects that we are investing in ourselves. Now, I will say, of course, none of this is ever financial advice. Do this all your own risk. We are just showing you our own strategy and giving it to you as an example. So with that said, my name is Matthew SABIA. Well, it still is Matthew SABIA after the video ends. Go ahead, smash the like button down below and let us know down in the comments what project you guys are looking at. And let me know, I'm going to give you guys a little challenge. Comment down below what NFT project that you've seen that has the most unique utility. Go and leave that down below. Click subscribe to see more. Turn on notifications so you can catch the live streams we're going to be doing here as well. You're not going to get pinged for that unless you turn on notifications. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you next time.